Hey guys, so I was checking my duoq profile to see if my new duoq partner answered my message because he always ignores me on League of Legends, and I noticed I had a dislike and a comment, and I checked it, and I actually like it made me laugh really hard initially. Um, Previous week, I think end of previous week or before the weekend, I started coaching a gold 4, gold 5 girl. Thing is, it was immediately clear after the first game how incredibly toxic and immature she is. Um, I had her on my friend list for like 3 or 4 days only, and she was salty and frustrated like ever since I added her, like all those 4 days. And she's actually the first person uh, that I know is on tilt or salty for longer than 1 day. Like most people, they stop getting salty, or at least they stop getting on tilt after several hours or after a day maximal. Um, she doesn't. So I was coaching her, and I was actually amazed at how toxic she was. Like, especially as a girl, like girls have a better feeling than dudes as at social interaction basically, and they look to, at least so far I've experienced on League of Legends, they try to be more civil and don't try to be douchebags, or they don't try to be provocative or react to douchebags or toxic people. One of these issues is because we men have a lot of whatever it's called, that man hormone that makes us want to behave like matures, blah blah blah. But she's actually totally the opposite of the mainstream league gamer, female league gamer so far I've experienced. She's, in my opinion, she's actually worse than a 16-year-old league player. Like, no offense to young league players, but like, I'm basically trying to say she's actually the first female gamer that I actually see behave like a 6-year-old toxic ragekid. And I've coached a lot of female players. Like, I at least had about 20 female gamers on my friend list. Not much, but still enough to make a statistic. Um, so yeah, I played like 4 or 5 games with her. Let's say I played 5 games with her. The first 4 games I played with her, she was constantly demoralizing her own team, her own allies, and flaming them constantly, which actually irritated me, and I didn't want to duoq with her much longer. Because I use this smurf to duoq with coaches sometimes. Coachees, I mean, because they're mostly silver or gold for some reason. So yeah, those first 4 games weren't really fun for me. Um, Despite her being, she didn't lose her lane, but she never had an impact. Like, all game long, she never had an impact. She just didn't lose her lane, but that's it. Like, she didn't do anything useful for her team that is impactful. Oh, and did I mention uh, she did something quite inappropriate as soon as I got on TeamSpeak with her, because she only wants to play with TeamSpeak. Uh, the first thing she said to me when we were getting to know each other was pretty darn awkward and inappropriate, and I should have known better to remove her immediately after she said that. Uh, she was talking to me about not caring what elo her duoq is, and that she even uh, played with a master player. Uh, she was bragging about giving him a blowjob to carry her from silver to gold, which was pretty, I don't know, strange to say the least. Like, it's not something someone normal would do, in my opinion. Like, why would you say, especially brag, about giving someone a blowjob to elo boost you? Elo boosting is illegal, and I mean, if that's what you like doing sexual stuff to get boosted, good for you, I guess. I don't know, it's super strange. Yeah, and she was basically saying, oh, he was angry at me for sucking really hard, no puns intended, and he raged at me and he stopped joking with me after. Uh, I don't know. I guess I'll get back to topic. I shouldn't even have told you that. So the first 4 games with her are pretty annoying already. It was actually worse than playing with random allies on that smurf. Um, 5th game was absolutely. Let's say it's been a long time since I had someone that toxic that I used to coach, like that disrespectful. I was jungling with Trinamir because I'm testing something, and I was ganking all the time. I was babysitting her lane, and it's the only match out of 5 matches she performed well, and she felt really good about it and was kind of annoyingly noticeable as well. She kept telling me what to do, even though I already told her I was Diamond 2, and like telling me what to do, that's one thing, even though I'm coaching you, and I mean, it's irritating for me and kind of disrespectful, but at the same time, it's not that bad. But she moved away from a free kill I was giving to her. She didn't even win her lane just because of herself, her being good. She didn't do shit to win her lane, honestly. Like, I was babysitting her constantly, and even our top laner came several times to help her. And even despite her being so fat, she still had issues killing the enemy laner, even despite being Malzahar. You know, like his ulti and stuff like that. She didn't even know how to use his ulti. Like, she just used his ulti without using E and W and Q, which was actually pretty funny to see. Yeah, but the thing is, her telling me what to do was disrespectful and irritating, but I didn't really care that much. But her moving back from her free kill when I was ganking, that could have given us 1 tower at least, and maybe even 2 towers. That just kind of pissed me off, like, that irritated me really hard. I was actually telling her as well. She just moved back to tell me, don't gank mid anymore, I'm fine, gank other lanes. Like, why would you move back from free kill and 1 or 2 towers for free? Just to tell me that. And it's my decision, it's not yours, I'm the jungler. And at the first place, like, why do you even tell me what to do? I'm like Diamond 2 and you're Gold 5, Gold 4. Not that, it means that much, but at the same time, I was coaching you, like, you're not coaching me, you don't have to tell me what to do, I know what to do. So yeah, that agitated me really hard. And I let her know that it actually irritated me really hard, and she was being pretty provocative and disrespectful towards it as well, saying she didn't literally say it, but she showed she didn't really care much. Thinking about what to say, I forgot. Short after that happened. Oh yeah, I remember. While she was explaining me why not to gank mid and why to gank other roles, it was actually painfully obvious as well how little she knew about my champion and about my role I was playing jungle. Like, she didn't know shit about my champion and how it functions in a jungle, and how my role jungle functions. Like, First of all, Tryndamere is a late game champion. As jungle, you're best off focusing on farming instead of ganking. I took huge risks by ganking instead of farming. Could have gotten very far behind. That's one thing. Second thing was, the reason I didn't gank bot and top is because I did several times before and they didn't really react, so it would just put me behind, and she didn't notice that either, despite me doing it so often. Yeah, and that match she also constantly told me to gank as a Tryndamere jungle. Like, I don't know how stupid and how egoistic, not how egoistic, I don't know how big her ego is and how stupid she is, but it was a good example of her proving to me how big of an ego and how arrogant and stubborn and stupid she is, honestly. But yeah, short after the event where she moved back just to tell me stuff instead of going for a free kill and 1 or 2 free towers. We killed 4 of the enemy team in a team fight. Instead of taking several free towers, we could have taken 2, max 3 for free. And 10 go dragon. They immediately went to dragon, my whole team, instead of listening to me and going towers. Like, I have to admit, I should have helped them because, hey, you have to listen to your team even to do bad decisions. But the thing that happened after was really irritating. She was basically doing dragon with the team. We didn't have smite because I was not anywhere close. I was taking towers for free. They see Rise, the only enemy left alive, walking up to him, walking up to dragon with 2 or 3 wards. They probably didn't even notice. I'm 100% sure she didn't even notice. I don't know about my team, but I know she didn't notice. Rise stole dragon with a level 1 or 2 Q. Then, just as I expected, my team flames me for that, despite them not taking 3 towers and 10 doing dragon. Them not noticing Rise and not zoning Rise away from dragon. And them, like, I don't know what they expected. Like, why did they blame me? I mean, yeah, it's low reload, they do that, but I still don't get why they blamed me for fucking up so badly and for being so retarded. Like, it actually amazes me. But my team wasn't the only one flaming me for that really retarded thing they did and bad decision. The one I was supposed to coach and the one I was duoqing with, Superior, or whatever her name is, flamed me too. It actually, let's say, since me coaching for 4 years already, it's been 3 years long since I've had someone I coach or duoq with that's been so fucking disrespectful and toxic. After the game ended, I immediately removed her. And I downvoted her. Obviously, that's what I do. At LoL Duo, or with anyone that I duoq or try to join their team, if I notice them being toxic or treating people unfair, or whatever reason I find to downvote them, I'm always honest, like I never lie. I basically reviewed her attitude and her skill level as fair as I could have done without being too offensive towards her. I downvoted her and commented. Yeah, I do not recommend playing with her. She has several... Oh, I didn't even type that correct. She has several attitude problems. She flames regularly, and so far experience is always on tilt and salty, which is 100% true. Like, I've had it for 4 days or 3 days on my friend list. She's been salty and irritated, like, all the time. I've never had that before, and someone... It's awkward. And she flamed every game. The last game she didn't really flame as much, besides early game, because she was focusing on flaming me for some fucking reason. Here is detailed info as to my too long did not read information, and her reaction to me reviewing her and being honest about her was to dislike my account for no reason and comment very negatively, offensively, and provocative on it. So she falsely accuses me of being the flamer, even though I barely typed anything during that chat. Like, let's put it this straight, she was flaming every game. I barely ever typed because I was too busy focusing on what items I should build since I was trying new builds. The only time I type is when I ask people to do this or that. He claims to be a diamond player but can't even carry a server 3 account up. That's because I'm using my smurf to test stuff. Like test stuff like Kazakhstan, for example, or Tunimir gates. Like, I don't use this account to climb, I use this account to coach people, play with them, and test stuff. He keeps spamming my chat with nonsense stuff. That's also a really big dirty lie. I only typed to her why I removed her to make 100% clear that I'm not angry or anything at her. I just wanted to not play with a toxic rage flaming kid like her anymore. I never spammed her chat. I know I'm not the creator, but I'm 100% sure I did suggest it to Riot. I can even show you the support tickets if you want. Send you the link to it, but I'm not going to do it on this video exactly. If you want it, I can prove it to you. Even though it doesn't need proving, like. And also a thing here is, I never said I created the skin. I only said I suggested the Trinimir skin, the Nightmare Trinimir. I actually originally suggested that Nightmare skin as a skin set like for Aatrox and Trinimir. But the funniest thing is, despite her proving her toxicity by reacting like that to my review of her, is that she in the comment falsely accuses me of being a flamer while she's the flamer and not me. But in the same comment, she also insulted me for being a joke. Despite making up a lot of lies and even a false accusation, like insulting me for a joke, like I don't get it. Like, you're trying to make people believe I'm the flamer while you are, but at the same time you insult me during that same comment. Like, how stupid can you be, honestly? Like, she was probably really salty and raging hard at it, but like, isn't that like common logic and sense that you would even understand and realize when you're angry? I don't get it. She really has to be she had to be really angry or just plain stupid to do that, like. Yeah, but that's the reason why I stopped using the old LOL duo. On League of Legends forums, I review people and teams just by this outlook they give to me. Like, I don't care if they make lies or false accusations or try to damage control or insult me or whatever. Like, I really don't give a fuck about their reaction, because it's a smurf. Like, I really don't care if my smurf gets a lot of hate for no reason just because I'm doing honest reviews. Like, the reason why I care on LOLDU is because it's actually an account directly linked to my stream and YouTube and to all my accounts, honestly. But that's something And I hope LoLDU does something about that really soon, but I don't think they will, because so far I've noticed they have a small, very small admin thing, or whatever it's called, like administration department. But that's something I really can't stand when people do it. You review them honestly, despite being so angry at them sometimes, just to avoid people wasting their time and effort on it. And they are just so fucking angry. Instead of working on their attitude, because it's actually a wake-up call if you do a honest review about their shitty attitude or skill or whatever. Like, I mean, if you do a review about the skill only, it's a how do you call it, personal attack. But at the same time, like, on her profile, I can probably show you if I find it. This is all true, blah blah blah. Yeah, here. This is actually a big proof that I'm actually trying to be mature and not trying to personal attack and make lies, unlike her. Besides attitude, she is consistent in her lane, however, but very inconsistent in win rate. She is never close to 50% win. It is either much lower or much higher. This is me trying to be neutral. Like, I don't try to do a personal attack. I'm just honestly reviewing of what I so far noticed of this player. Yeah, so in game, like I said, she never had an impact, but she was playing consistent. She never lost her lane, which is kind of the most important thing I look for in a duoq at low elo. Her never being close to 50% win is what I thought, and I'm pretty sure it's actually true. She told me when we got to know each other, she is a very inconsistent player in win rates. She keeps losing. She has a lot of lose streaks or a lot of win streaks. She got to gold 4 from silver 4 in one big win streak apparently as well. Probably from blowjob elo boosting that master guy or whatever she said to me. Yeah, but honestly, this is the most disrespectful thing someone I coach did for like 3 years long, or someone I duoq'd with. That's so fucking scumbaggy and so fucking backstabby and douchebaggy. Like, I do an honest review, and I try my best, despite being really angry at you for being so fucking disrespectful and toxic and provocative. I try to not personally attack you and be as neutral as possible. I even point out good stuff, despite you not having pretty much any good stuff. Like, you had no impact all game long for all the 5 games. Like, I'm not expecting a thank you, but I'm at least expecting some decency from you. Especially as a girl, like I said, girls don't really try to be macho, so they're not really that big of a douchebags normally. Her flaming for me, her falsely accusing me for being the flamer while she is, and I didn't really type anything. It just blows my mind how people can do that without feeling any remorse. Like, I don't know. It's so confusing how people can do that to me. I also told her I'm not really looking to climb on this smurf like 2 or 3 times at the start. Spamming my chat, like I said, I never spammed her chat. I just told her I wouldn't duoq with her anymore, and I told her why. Like, I was being very mature about it, surprisingly, because I tend to hate, but absolutely hate, people like her and people who behave like her. Like, I can't stand it. I even sometimes behave like a douchebag just because I fucking hate them. But honestly, I was being pretty mature. Like, I was even re-adding her after the last game we had, just to tell her why I removed her, why I won't play with her anymore. Like I said, I've never said I was the creator, but I did suggest the skin. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one, else it wouldn't come out. But like, I don't know, might be the only one, but having a lot of upvoters or whatever, I don't know. But that's besides the point. Like, anyways, like, That's so fucking disrespectful. I have no words for it. I actually felt needed to make a video about it, just, I don't know, to talk about it. But for the love of God, I hope duoq adds a report button for people who do this. Like, so you can report them, they can get banned from the site or something. If they would do that, I would honestly, like really honestly, start collecting evidence despite me being so fucking lazy. Like, I'll even type it to Alexandre, US administrator. Oh, I can't. I have to reload. Oh, nice timing. Okay, so yeah, things to do about people, toxic, backstabbing douchebag people like her is, even though you hate them so much and you just want to punch them in the face sometimes, like, my advice to that is like, just don't. Stop wasting time on them. Stop being irritated by them and just laugh at how pathetic they are and how sad they are. Like, I'm not too surprised she did it as well, because I already knew she was a compulsive liar, but like, that's something different. People like her used to frustrate me so fucking much. I used to get banned a lot because I just rage flamed at people like them, even though they didn't do much. As soon as I noticed they were like that, I fucking flamed. I went all in on them. But yeah, now I just basically laugh at them. I just find them really fucking sad and pathetic. Like, I find them hilarious actually. Like, some people don't get it and find me a creep for saying toxic people and rage kids are hilarious and pathetic and sad, stuff like that, but like, it's actually one of my only reactions to cope with shitty people like her. Like, I just laugh it away. I find them pathetic and really sad, and I just laugh at them. Like, that's basically the only thing I can do. I can't do anything besides just ignoring it and stop wasting my time and effort on people like them. I also felt needed to make a video about this just for that very reason, like, just to tell how fucking disrespectful that was, honestly. And after her comment, I'm just going to do the same like I did before several times. I'm going to implement a zero tolerance strategy on people like Coach. So this video is basically also an announcement. As soon as I see people I duoq with or coach are toxic, I'm just going to stop coaching them or playing with them. Like, life's too pretty and too price too short to waste your time and effort on shitty people like them. Like, they can do whatever they want. I don't give a fuck about them. Just stop wasting time and effort on them. Find ways to work it away at how irritating they are. Just laugh it away and forced. What I advise you to do as well, if you have issues coping with several people or personality types or whatever in League of Legends, if you want to keep playing ranked even through you're salty or raging, my advice for you would be make another smurf. Make a smurf dedicated to playing when you're tilty or on tilt or salty or raging or whatever. Trick to G made one as well, I think. Tilthour. And if you feel like typing, and if you really can't hold yourself back, type the message. But instead of hitting enter, hit escape or drag the chatbox out of your screen. That should help you. Sorry for talking so weird. I'm burping all the time. I just ate. Sorry. Um, yeah, so might as well announce some more stuff. I can't really review replays at the moment because of speculated mode being broken. However, I will upload a video this week about when I forgot to upload. I was coaching someone else, but he is also toxic, so I stopped playing with him. A silver Rek'Sai jungle match. But I will announce that in a different video. So yeah, bye bye.